Have you noticed that peer conformity occurs to most teenagers?
Oh, well, really? I didn't know. What made you say so?
Well, such as on the internet buying things, or in an entity getting their hands on what others have, and they will get one as well.
So today we're going to talk about peer conformity among adolescents.
This is our outline. In this, we'll be telling you about our background, motivation, and purposes. We'll also discuss 4 points about teenage problems throughout this whole presentation.
Hey, what's up? How's it going lately?
Oh, everything is all well.
Did you get the iPhone's latest model?
Yeah, I just got it 2 weeks ago. Most of my friends get one as soon as it came out.
It's so fancy. I've been seeing people posting this model. I'm going to get one also.
You should definitely go for it. A few days later.
Oh, hi. Isn't it crazy that I just got it yesterday? I literally begged my parents to get me one.
Whoa, you really are keeping up with the trend. It must have taken a lot of effort to convince them. Hold on. Do you realize how serious the problem of teenagers' conformity is? Because of peer pressure and social media promotion, it makes them easily to follow trends and receive knowledge.
Have you heard of the news of a 17-year-old selling one of his kidneys for an iPhone just because of the trend?
Why hadn't he thought of the consequences of what might happen to his health?
He was blinded by the trend to even think what might possibly happen. He just wanted to be like everyone else.
Wow, that's horrible.
Well, I want to know how teenagers act in an uncertain situation, like the example above.
And I want to understand the importance of hurt effects on teenagers.
You see, it is important to recognize how individuals act in ambiguous circumstances, or to understand the impact of the hurt effect on teenagers and their motivation. Also being able to examine teenagers' overall performance-oriented mindsets.
And here is our research method. In the following, we'll be sharing this 4 point with you. And the first is teenagers are easily attracted to the internet. The second is the influence of peer on adolescents. The third and last is teenagers who follow the curve on consumption and learning.
Where do teens mostly get attracted? Online or entity?
They get attracted to stuff showing up on the internet most of the time. There are almost 25 million business Instagram profiles in 2019. Instagram is also being used by an increasing number of businesses to promote their brand. Instagram photos and video content appeals more readily to the younger generation. Therefore, teenagers are most likely to get attracted on the internet.
Oh, I got it now.
But how does the influence occur?
Researchers discovered that friendship is an interpersonal interaction that teens put high importance to. Peers are the ones that are most inclined to confide when they encounter any difficulties. Teens at this age place a high value on integrity and have a strong sense of community with one another. Friends will naturally have similar personality and behaviors, and they will likely copy each other's most noticeable traits in both appearance and behavior.
Wow, how incredible it is!
Oh wait, I have another question. What kinds of conformity happens among teenagers?
Well, they tend to follow herd in consumption. Comparative inconspicuous consumption are two consuming practices that have emerged among peers in the adolescent years. Their undeveloped psychological stage makes it likely for them to exhibit self-esteem issues and winning mentality in their relationships.
As a result, they frequently use consuming as a means of expressing their personal worth in an effort to win the respect and admiration of others around them. Everyone will eventually begin to follow the herd due to the development of unseen pressure.
Oh, I just remembered. Teenagers who follow the crowd and undertake things they are incapable of doing, like enrolling in classes or taking tests, and engaging negative herd behaviors. It is not only impossible to accomplish your goals, but it also costs a lot of money and effort.
By the way, how do you know all the information?
It can be searched on the internet easily, such as on the certain websites shown above. As we can see from this chart, 19.2% of male and 18.8% of female have filled this form, and 70.8% were high school students and 27.2% were university students.
As for the process, the first thing that we did was decide on the theme. Second was to establish research motivations and purposes. Third is to collect information and data. Fourth is to analyze information. And last is making conclusions and solutions.
From our research and result graph, we've come to realize that the internet world has made it easier for teens to be attracted toward these trends. Through this research, we tend to know how much teens rely on the internet to get more knowledge on anything.
From this entity bar graph, although the product rates the highest due to its good research on it before buying, the second highest is recommendation from friends due to the persuasion people buy it out of curiosity.
The network bar graph, as well as the one shown above, shows that the product has the highest rate of all. Our second one is hashtag. Through any advertisement or post on the internet, teenagers are then attracted to the items.
As we can see from the data, the results of the questions are being bipolar. Also can show people's buying behavior according to the entity and network.
This page and the page above, as the research show in this given question, we've noticed that they take a further step on buying or being affected according to the peers around them.
Teens were studied by the motivations of other students, undertake the circumstances when studying. Through this pressure, it surely has a huge impact on each other, leading to good efforts for better grades.
According to our research, we noticed that 72.2% of teens have already originally understood about the problem of conformity. Although they understand about this problem, they still tend to continue such behavior when buying things.
In our conclusion, we have divided up to 3 parts. The first part is behavioral patterns. For most teens, out of curiosity, they buy things by the cost of their surroundings. When they are faced with uncertainty between 2 or more options, the conforming behavioral patterns is to choose what the majority of people choose.
The second is the importance of conformity. Teenagers' sense of belonging and sense of recognition stimulates them to do what they want to, which they are greatly influenced by and are motivated to implement.
The last one is the following performance on the internet. Young people use internet platforms to readily find and understand new information. In general, social media has a significant impact on how teenagers define their values and standards.
To increase students' motivations and effectiveness in the classroom, it can be incorporated into courses or used to start a trend within the institution.
Because their friends are involved in activities or have academic aspiration, adolescents are frequently influenced by the peers in their immediate environment and are motivated to take action.
For instance, forming a study club with peers to work together to foster a culture of studying enable people to support one another, exchange experiences and study strategies, work through issues as a group.
As a complete seniors to share their knowledge and strategies so you can pick up a few smart habits and techniques. Of course, there's still a lot of potential advantage to conformity. They are still waiting to be discovered and utilized.
These are our references,
and
thank you for listening.